All right, hello everybody. Welcome to my stream. I'm DC. You can find me all over the internet. DC Lasair, !DC in chat. Brings up all the things. Yay. Like my website, my blue sky. Follow me. It's fun. Nick, hello. Welcome on in. Affiliate links. Actually, just follow the one for Doris because the other one isn't working. But Doris is a link in bio site. Check it out. Use the discount code DCLasair to get 30% off for 3 months. Also, I have a TTRPG vault. If you want to organize your campaigns, that link right there will take you over to my GitHub. And you can download it and use it. And it's free. So, do the things. And if you would like to donate to support anything I'm doing, there's the coffee. And, oh, I just got a notification I need to check. All right. Okay, I have a thing tonight, and that was just verifying details, and so I had to make sure that was going. Anyway, yeah, it's hot out. I'm fine. I'm in air condition, and I have a fan if I need it. But I don't know. I haven't. I've been feeling off all day. Last night I didn't feel great. I don't know what's going on. So we're just gonna go over the stuff I got on Saturday for free RPG day and talk about role-playing games and things like that. That'll be fun. Not feeling great. Hope you feel better soon. Yeah, it's like just a little, kind of almost a headache, but not, and just like a blah type thing. I don't know. Let's see. What was I going to say? Oh, so potentially this Saturday will be session 0 of my Dragonbane campaign. Kind of looking forward to that. I got to contact my players and get the details sorted out with them, make sure they can do it, because usually we play on Saturdays. But since it's July 4th, I'm hoping they can play July 4th. I don't think any of us have any plans in the afternoon, so get through that, and then we'll talk about that on the following Monday. Otherwise, week should be same. Drinking liquid death when you're feeling blah is a little disconcerting, right? This is actually a pretty good flavor of liquid death. It's the squeeze to death, so it's orangey a little bit. So I kind of like it. One of those flavors I hope I can get again at some point. Let's see what else. All right, let's break into stuff. Hope you all had a good weekend. I went downtown area where there was a couple of stores participating in free RPG day. Only tried plain and was like, you're charging how much for that? But citrus sounds lovely. Yeah, I like the citrus and whatever they call the lime. Some of the other flavors I'm not too big on, but I do kind of like the little burst of citrus in here. Not bad. So Saturday, I went downtown. There was a couple stores participating in free RPG day, so I went into one that is fairly new to the area. I hadn't been there before, but they're like a board game cafe thing, so you can order food and drinks and things like that. So I went there first, got some free stuff, ordered some food, got some more free stuff for ordering food. That was lovely. And then I went to my regular comic book store, which isn't too far away from the gaming cafe. And went there, grabbed a couple more things. And since the art museum is also downtown, I went in and saw a display on French art. It was lovely. Yeah, and then yesterday, I was doing all right. I went to the gym again, so yay! Gone to the gym twice now since I've joined, so yay! I was going to do it today, but like a bunch of the United States, we're in a heat warning, and the heat index is really high, and that means that I do not go outside because I've had heat stroke in the past, and it just, yeah, it's not days for me to be out. So, let me reach down here, get a pile. I don't remember what I got from where. Let's see here. So this is called Level 1. It's Volume 7. An indie RPG anthology. So there is a bunch of mini RPGs in here. Cool. It's easy to read. Everything's organized fairly well as I'm flipping through. So yeah, I'll read through some of these. Maybe get to play one someday. I don't know. And then there is it's supposed to be used for, yeah, that is a lovely cover cover illustration. Getting words out. So this is supposedly used for old school essentials, but from here to there, an old school hex crawl. Let's see, let me turn off my green screen. Nope, that was the wrong button. Green screen off. There we go. So you can see that. And I just like hex maps, so, you know, I got it. I don't play old school essentials. I just like hex maps, and I thought the cover was neat, so I'll probably be modifying this one. Or I may take parts of it out and use it in another game, but not one I would normally run. I like the sound of it. Then let's see. What is this? All right, so this interests me because it says at the back here, inspired by Over the Garden Wall, which I really like. And this is a storytelling game of pastoral horror, priming with anachronistic Americana set on land that never was. So this is Under the Autumn Strangely. And the Never Was is, I like it. This is another really well laid out book going through the setup. Things like that gives you a nice overview. And yeah, how many pages is this? Yeah, it's about 33 pages. So all of these have such lovely covers. Yeah, yeah. And the art in this is really fascinating too. Let's see here. You show off the page. Like, and look at how nicely spaced things are and how easily readable it is. Love that. Okay, this is compatible with Markboard, but it had monsters on the cover. So it's three adventures in one. This is Creature Curation Presents #1. And so in this is a game called Vast Grim, Raptor Ruckus, and Neon Bastards. Sounds fun. Here's a look at that art. It's amazing. JD Lady, hello. Welcome on in. Thank you for the resub. I really appreciate it. All right, we're going to save that one for last, I think. Okay, this was just neat. Well done. This is from Lock Battle Mats. The one-shot adventure with battle maps, Dungeon Beneath Bright Spire. Loving that. And let's see here. Has characters all set to go for you. And I don't want to spoil any of the maps in case you use this, but yeah, look at that nice. Look at that. Another really well done supplement. Ooh, this one has a band around it. Okay. Oh, this is this next one is by Cobalt Press and is Tales of the Valiant compatible. So it has there's a map in here, and oh, that's it. Okay. So this is Runes of the World Tree, and I see why there was a band around it, because it was containing the books that you need it. There's a map inside. This is for 4 to 5 third level characters. And this involves the Yggdrasil legend. So, you know, the world tree. And you got some nice layout going on here. And then in this other book is kind of quick start rules almost, like running the game was being a GM mean. Gives you some character sheet, pre-gen characters. So yeah, lovely too. I gotta keep all this together now. Yeah, look at that. Look at this cover again. Got the knight and the magic person. Let's see. Let's save that one for me or last. There was a Daggerheart adventure available for Tier 2 play called The Dying Spire. It's a 5-act adventure. Pre-gen characters are in here as well. A lot of nice looking terrain. There's that. It even includes standees that you can cut out of here. And of course, characters to pre-gen characters as well. Look, it gives you like character standees. That's nice. I don't play Daggerheart's a system I'm not too interested in running, but I'll play it if someone ever plays it. I like some of the ideas in it, but thought that was cool. And then I played. Actually, let's save that one. And let's look through this. So this one, I don't know too much about. But you're essentially spellcasting motorcycle riders. It's called Wizard Riders. Complete encapsulation of the far future world of Orth. You are a wizard biker. Form your own wizard rider club. Save Orth from goblins, mutants, zeroids, and manadims, and more. So yeah, this just sounded great. Has a character sheet on the back. Its own little system. And then a game I would like to play more of, Vaesen or Vaesen, I'm not sure, but it's a Nordic horror role playing by Free League, and so they had an adventure out. This has quick starter rules. This is the Archivist Curse. So yeah, I got to play in a game, and it was very fun. Like it, and I appreciate that they give you, you don't need to know the game immediately. They give you some quick start rules, so you can just play using the book here. Okay. This was adorable. Apparently, there's a whole system you can get. Yeah, there's a whole starter set box you can get, but this is Dungeons and Kittens, free RPG based. But look at that! Look at them! Look at them! Look at how adorable that is. Yeah, apparently if you want the full game, you can go to edge-studio.net. And there's a whole starter set of it. I like the name of the first scene, An Unexpected Bath. But yeah, there's some of that. Look at the lovely illustrations on the bottom. Again, this was just the free RPG day special, but there's a whole starter set. And one of the things I was excited about, Brian, hello, thank you for the resub. Woo haul, yeah. And I'm glad I was able to get it, is the No Place Like Homebrew preview copy. There's a whole ginormous book you can get that's No Place Like Homebrew, but this is a little subset. Of the rules, and it has a bunch of different things just to add to your games. You know, like there's different locations here. So you can see they give you known for population, geography. They also give you a secret. Right? So countries, and this has creature stat blocks and a bunch of other things. So these are all just homebrew ideas to put into your own world, which is pretty fantastic. Games, they even have a section of campaign primers. So yeah, this was a neat. I thought this was a neat little taste of the larger book, which I may pick up at some point. But still, even this will be very fun. All right. So, one more thing. The thing I purchased at my game store, or at my comic book store, the gaming cafe, I supported them by buying food, and it was good. And then when I went to the comic book store, I found this. Did I get this at the comic book store? I think I did. Yeah, I got this at the comic book store. So I got the Dungeon Meister deck of side quests, which is neat. And there's 75 cards in here. They're huge. So there's the guidebook. And so what you do is you draw a card. And on one side, it describes the setup to a possible adventure. Then on the back, it gives you two possible outcomes. And look at how big these are. For comparison, just grab a regular playing card here. I just want a regular playing card. Ah! Dropping things. Okay, there we go. All right. So, regular bicycle playing card. Well, it's from a special deck, but still, regular sized playing card compared to these. And these are great. And it says some of the stuff is purposely vague. These are just inspiration points to get started. And of course, possible outcomes, because we all know what players do during a game session. They're like, yeah, we can't cover all possibilities on the back of a card, but here's some suggestions. Likely things. And I've been liking card decks for things. You know, I have the Deck of Wonder, which is weird 100 random spell effect cards. I used this during my Spelljammer campaign. It was delightful. Just to have weird stuff happen. And the party was warping reality, so every time they did something that involved causing a tear in space-time, each of them got to draw a card. And where did I put the box? There it is. So yeah, these are great. You can see got a big pile here. Cards. So if you're looking for some adventure ideas, draw one out. In the book, where did I put the manual? In the back of the book, there are some random charts. You roll a d12 and take what's selected, because some of these have a little phrase in brackets, and then you find the chart. So if it says dangerous creature in bracket, you'd roll the d12, and then there's the chart for that. So even if you draw it again, you can vary it up. Some cards have, if you draw it a second time, have a special on them, so that they further the story of the card in some way. So yeah, that's the Dungeon Meister deck of side quests. I just thought this was neat. Kind of goes with the story engine cards. And I have another deck of cards. I forget what it's called, but it's like the story engine deck, where you draw out 3 cards, and then you base an adventure on that. I did that once with my players during the Spelljammer game. I just took the deck of cards, and I said, okay, let's see what we get. And I just drew cards and based the adventure on what was drawn. So that was a lot of fun. But yeah, Saturday was a pretty good day overall. Let's turn green screen back on. There we go. And like I said yesterday, I got to go to the gym. I hope you all have the ability to stay cool and stay out of the heat. Find some shade. Let's see. And yeah, so I went there. I went to the museum on Saturday. It was great. Gym on Sunday. That was fun. Got to use the massage chairs. Ooh. Subsisting on ice cream and ice cold seltzer until this heat wave passes. Yeah. And because of the heat, we're supposed to be getting thunderstorms as well over the next couple days. And it's not a good idea to be outside, especially for me and my issues. But yeah, it's like even my phone says dangerously hot weather conditions. Like, mm-hmm. Well, we were supposed to get some storms, but now this forecast doesn't say that. Huh. This is beautiful. Feels like 106 degrees. This is in Fahrenheit, by the way. So yeah, I have some physical therapy on Wednesday morning. So hopefully it's early enough and I get back home and I avoid most of the heat there. That would be lovely. Yeah, right? I do like that emote. That's lovely. What else? Oh yeah, so potentially Dragonbane on Saturday, which should be fun. I gotta read over the rules again this week. Because I think I know what I'm going to do for the quest, and then I should set up my obsidian vault for my players as well. I told them I would give them time to download anything they want from the previous campaign, and then I'm going to archive that vault on my system, and then everything they can access will be for Dragonbane from there. Let's see here. There was a post I wanted to point out that got a lot of responses by Dr. Emily. You hadn't seen it. Asks, is there someone who regularly GMs TTRPGs who is not anxious, or is my frame of reference warped? So if you have any thoughts, feel free to add to that. I added in mine. Let's see. I saw that, like, come on. Right? This test to see if someone is a replicant, isn't it? I think it is. And should be a normal week unless the heat just melts something that I my internet or something. We should have a fairly. Tomorrow we'll hopefully be back to video gaming. Wednesday will be co-working, craft day. Video games Thursday. Friday will be Tech Friday, which we'll probably talk about some of the news around the RAM shortages. And some other stuff. And then in a couple weeks, I will, once we get closer to Gen Con, I will do a Tech Friday will be here's the gear I carry with me at a con, because there are some changes this year. And I'm double checking a thing. Yeah, so my Gen Con event sold out, which you may have seen that announcement on Blue Sky. Yay. I love a what's in my bag segment. Yeah. So yeah, I was real happy to see that. Congrats on the panel selling out. Yeah, thank you. Real happy to see that. They all get to see the new presentation. So it should be fun. Which I really should probably finish that up this week. That'll probably be my project. Let's see. No, so I hope you all had a good weekend. If you had anything fun, let me know. We'll talk a little longer here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I mentioned Dragonbane. Really looking forward to running Dragonbane. Seems like it'll be a fun system. I think my players will like it a little better than they did Shadow Dark. I love Shadow Dark. I think it's a great system, but there were some things my players didn't like about it, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I can see that. So, trying other systems, because if I don't get my home game to try other systems, I just don't try other systems, and we just play D&D. I'm like, I kind of want to play in other gardens for a while, and then we can go back to D&D. But I have other things to try and play, and yeah. Oh, and also on Free RPG Day, after I got home, I know I was talking to Brian about this quite a bit. There were so many digital free things that you could get. I may have gotten a lot. I know I got a few. I know off Drive Through RPG, I picked up around 40 free things that now have a home resting in my folder of TTRPG books. I almost bought into some of the big bundles, but I'm like, as neat as these big bundles are, I know they're just going to sit in the book. I already have hundreds that are just going to sit in my in my TTRPG books folder. So I went through and was kind of selective and just got things that seemed compelling in some way. Still, I wound up with 40 things off Drive Through RPG, so I wasn't that selective, but there was some free maps available. I got there. Oh, speaking of maps, and I will talk about this more on Friday during the RPG segment. I was listening to a show. Brian Hides, don't want to talk about it. I was listening to Sly Flourish earlier today, and his weekly show, and he mentioned that Dyson Logos updated his free maps thing. So for home use, non-commercial use, there's now 1,600 maps, 1,601 maps if you want to get exact about it. Maybe a little more than that because some pages might have more than one map on them. For free, for home use. These aren't, so we can't use these for commercial purposes. So that's that link. But if you do want maps that you can use in your adventures and, on streams and things like that, he has 707 maps, dungeon maps you can use commercially. Royalty-free commercial license. So there's that link. Go there, check them out. And hi, Kitty. Oh, we have a kitty visit. I'm going to have to see if I can grab Kitty. Hi, Hannah. So if you want a bunch of maps, they're not a limited time thing. They're just always free because Dyson gives a lot of maps for free. Here. There we go. Nick says hi. JD Lady says hi. You are a purr engine right now. All right, there you go. Oh, yes. Hi. Yes, right there. Hannah was having the big naps, or just an hour or so ago. Weren't you? Yeah. Hi. Yeah. What are you doing? Huh? Now Kitty's down here. All right. That was. She made a little noise. It freaked me out. Yes. Hi. Yes, I am petting you. Yes. Hi. Yes. All the pets. I know. I know. I know. Oh, hey. This just popped up in my feed. Let's see here. Tidal cracks down on AI music by cutting off monetization. Love to hear it. It'll attempt to remove AI generated music that attempts to impersonate an artist or a group. And then any fully AI-generated music on Tidal will be identified and tagged as such, allowing users to see an AI badge next to any tracks deemed to be 100% AI. These tunes will not be able to be monetized or collect royalties, and will not be eligible for direct-to-fan sales. So awesome. Not as good as completely eliminating AI music, but still pretty good. Anna, what's going on, kitty? She walked out and decided to start meowing her head off, and I'm just like, why? Right here. Let's see what else we got today. Yeah, I'll probably wrap up in a few minutes here. I will hopefully have Tech Friday in its edited form up. I'll have it edited tonight, and it will be posted. There'll be a Blue Sky post tomorrow. Just seeing if there's anything else of interest. All right. So let's get going today. I need to lay down or something. I'm not sure what I need. Probably a combination of the high heat index and the heat as well, and allergies, and it's all just going bleh on me. Yeah. I gotta be rested and feeling all right for tonight because I'm doing a thing. And let's see. All right, so I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get back to Mina the Howler because I'm having a lot of fun with that game, and I really enjoy the accessibility options that they put in. Let's see who's on. We'll raid into Sunbury, who is playing Moonstone Island. Let's do that. Let's go say hi to Sunbury. And thanks for being here, everybody. Really appreciate it. I'll see you all tomorrow. Please be kind to each other. Be kind to yourselves. Stay tuned for the raid. Have a great day. And see you tomorrow. Bye.